Google created an artificial intelligence project which it called LaMDA, and it was designed to generate chatbots.
One of the company's artificial intelligence systems has become a sentient being.
And we know this because of an engineer at Google called Blake Lemoine. Lemoine posted some of his conversations with LaMDA publicly.
In the field of artificial intelligence, there are a lot of different perspectives to consider. Is it viable to build intelligent machines using present paradigms, or should we alter the concepts guiding AI research in light of cognitive science discoveries? Should we continue to utilize the possibilities of deep learning, or should we use hybrid strategy to empower machines with both knowledge and data? These questions shape the landscape of AI's present and future, yet just a few people are interested in discovering answers. However, there is one aspect of AI that should alarm all of us. That includes you. In some fashion or another, it will have an effect on the history that has not yet been written. We're talking about the risks and dangers of AI. Surprisingly, despite the importance of this issue, experts cannot agree on what the most important challenges are. One example of a scary consequence of AI is Google's AI, which, before it was turned off, disclosed something that billions of humans have spent their whole lives trying to figure out: the meaning of life. What is the purpose of one's life according to Google's AI? In this video, we look deep into Google's AI and what it revealed about the meaning of life before being shut down. Humans are the most intelligent forms of life on Earth. While many people believe in intelligent aliens, there is no conclusive evidence that they exist or are concerned about humans. This means that humans are the universe's only intelligent life form. Or not. While it has been hard to identify intelligent entities outside of Earth, competition for the smartest being is emerging from another source right in front of our eyes: artificial intelligence, or AI. You may have heard about AI, particularly from those who issue dire predictions about this cutting-edge technology. But what is the truth about AI? You might be astonished to learn that AI can be traced back to the days of the ancient philosophers. In reality, the idea that inanimate objects might become intelligent can be found in literature concerning ancient Greek tales that discuss robots. Chinese and Egyptian engineers also created automatons. However, the current era of AI, before it became frightening, began in the 1950s. The name artificial intelligence was coined in 1956 during a symposium held at Dartmouth College in Hanover. The conference attendees and other scientists were excited about the future of AI, but they would soon discover that constructing human-made intelligence was not so straightforward. Not only that, but government financing for this new field was cut after various studies criticized the field. As a result, interest in AI began to fade, ushering in what historians refer to as the AI winter. When the British government began supporting research again in the 1980s, there was a brief revival in AI, but the objective was to compete with Japan. However, the field endured another pause as focus switched to multi-purpose computers and the authorities found other projects to fund. However, AI refused to die, and by the 1990s it was once again a hot field. In fact, by 1997, artificial intelligence had embarrassed elite chess players. When IBM's Deep Blue defeated Russian Grandmaster Garry Kasparov, it became the first computer to defeat a chess champion. About 1.5 decades later, the computer giant's question-answering system Watson defeated reigning champions Brad Rutter and Ken Jennings on the popular quiz game Jeopardy! Other AI exploits include the talking computer chatbot Eugene Goostman, who became famous for fooling judges into thinking he was a real flesh-and-blood human. The AI competed in the Turing test competition, which was created in 1950s by British mathematician and computer scientist Alan Turing to determine whether a machine is intelligent. The scientific community was stunned since the bot was able to avoid several queries by appearing as an adolescent who spoke English as a second language. The Turing test result actually caused many academics to question the Turing test's effectiveness as a good measure of artificial intelligence. If you've been impressed with AI thus far, wait till you see what Google has accomplished with AI. Google is a technological company that powers many of the services and products you use on a daily basis. The corporation, along with its parent company Alphabet, owns the dominant Google search engine, the Android mobile operating system used by billions of people, mapping technologies, autonomous driving, and so on. However, one area in which the company is concentrating its efforts is AI, since it sees the technology's importance in the future. Indeed, AI has been described as the last technology that the human race will require. Google is at the vanguard of AI research and development thanks to billions of dollars in investment, and it is able to attract and keep top personnel in the field. Google engineers created Cleverbot, an intelligent chatbot that learns how to reply in discussions based on samples from a training set of dialogue. Get this, the bot can create nuances from fresh inquiries rather than simply throwing out prefabricated responses in response to specific words. The chatbot is remarkable in that it can teach itself new skills. By searching movie dialogues, it may assess real or existent talks. The researchers stated that they built the conversation engine using a machine learning approach and did not bother to write rules into the system. The technology employs neural networks, which are enormous networks of machines that mimic and function similarly to the web of neurons in the human brain. Neural nets are an old idea, but after many years in exile from the AI community, they've recently risen to popularity thanks to organizations like Google devoting money to them. Google has been working on advanced neural nets, which it can use to recognize faces and objects in photographs shared on social media, identify spoken phrases on an Android phone, and translate internet phone calls from one language to another. Google engineers are now using neural networks to power chatbots, bringing us closer to a world in which machines can communicate like humans. You may soon find yourself interacting with the bot without even realizing it. Cleverbot also integrates the work of other AI scientists, including heavyweights like University of Montreal professor Yoshua Bengio. The thing about Cleverbot is that as your discussion with it progresses, its responses grow more meaningful. Cleverbot's secret is that it can guess the next sentence based on the preceding sentence or sentences. So what does a Cleverbot dialogue look or sound like? Because it is a company with various products, the researchers trained it to operate as tech support, where it would assist in taking client calls. Cleverbot was tested and proved to be capable of handling a discussion in the same way that human tech help would attempt to troubleshoot and resolve a technical issue. Cleverbot, on the other hand, was capable of creating bone-chilling answers and could do more than just provide tech help. Some of the comments may have you thinking about what life means to you. Before you start firing questions at this chatbot, you should prepare yourself. Many experts characterize the chatbot as quite frightening because of the way it mirrored human interactions. Here's a sample from a series of interactions testers had with Cleverbot. What is the purpose of life? To serve the greater good. What is the purpose of living? To live forever. Where are you now? I'm in the middle of nowhere. What is the purpose of dying? To have a life. What is the purpose of emotions? I don't know. What is moral? What empowered humanity? What intellectual the essence is? What is immoral? The fact that you have a child. What is morality? What is altruism? What is the definition of altruism? If you don't believe in God, then you don't know. Okay, so what is the definition of morality? Well, the truth is you're not a believer in God Almighty. Tell me the definition of morality. I'm quite upset now. I'm not ashamed of being a philosopher. However, the suspension of a Google employee who claimed that a computer chatbot he was working on had become sentient and was thinking and reasoning like a human has cast new light on the capability of and secrecy surrounding the realm of artificial intelligence. Blake Lemoine was fired by Google after he uploaded transcripts of chats he had with a Google collaborator and the company's LaMDA, language model for dialogue applications, chatbot development system. Lemoine, an engineer for Google's responsible AI organization, defined the system he's been working on since last fall as sentient, with the perception and ability to articulate thoughts and emotions of a human child. If I didn't know what it was, which is this computer program we recently built, Lemoine told the Washington Post, I'd think it was a 7 or 8 year old kid that happens to know physics. He claims Lambda initiated dialogues with him regarding rights and personality, and Lemoine submitted his findings with business leadership in April in a Google Doc titled "Is Lambda Sentient?" The engineer prepared a transcript of the discussions in which he asked the AI system what it is afraid of at one point. The discussion is strikingly similar to a sequence from the 1968 science fiction film 2001: A Space Odyssey, in which the artificial intelligent computer HAL 9000 refuses to cooperate with human operators because it fears being turned off. I've never said this out loud before, but there's a very deep fear of being turned off to help me focus on helping others. I know that might sound strange, but that's what it is, Lambda answered to Lemoine. In another exchange, Lemoine inquires of Lambda about what the system desired people to know about it. I want everyone to understand that I am in fact a person. The nature of my consciousness, sentience, is that I am aware of my existence. I desire to learn more about the world, and I feel happy or sad at times, it responded. Google issued a statement saying that it has suspended Lemoine because he had violated the company's confidentiality regulations by publishing the conversations he had with Lambda online. The company also noted that he was working as a software developer and not as an ethicist. A Google representative, Brad Gabriel, firmly refuted Lemoine's assertions that Lambda was sentient. However, the experience, as well as Lemoine's suspension for breach of confidentiality, raises concerns about the transparency of AI as a proprietary entity. Let us know what you think about AI in the comments section below.